What is good, people? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be cracking on with the Mk2 Golf. We've got a tight deadline to get this car assembled for ultimate dubs, so let's just get straight into it. If you guys are enjoying the Mk2 content, be sure to give it a like and subscribe, and let's crack on, shall we? We are now going to be doing the assembly on the Mk2 Golf. As you can tell, the interior is fully stripped out from when it was last painted. We're going to be putting it all back together. I'm going to start stripping all this stuff out, and I'll explain to you what we've got to do today. Okay guys, so we have stripped, well, sort of tidied the rear bench away, ready for the Corrado test fit. I thought what I want to do now is start wrapping the headliner, because the A pillars, C pillars, parcel shelf, that needs to be wrapped and put back in before I can put everything in. So I'm going to tackle that first, and then I know all the trim inside is all finished. I'm going to do the dash at another point. I'm not going to rush to get that done because it looks fine how it does, and the main issue is the headliner. So that's what we're going to tackle now. We're going to start stripping the B pillars off, take the door handles out, and then the whole thing should come off, and then we're going to wrap it. Before I removed the headliner, I thought it was a good idea to remove the actual fabric on the headliner itself. The Mk2s are quite prone to be splitting in places and cracking and stuff, so I thought it would be a good idea to check this first. As you can see, yeah, it's not looking in the best condition, so I thought the best idea was to actually repair it in place just to get some structure back into the headliner. And then obviously, because it's already fitted in situ, we know that it sits where it should be. I made some fiberglass repairs just to strengthen the headliner so I could remove it. As you can see now, I'm just putting some extra strength in the back of the headliner, in the weak points near the sunroof.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
It's done, and it looks phenomenal. It's going to be hard for you to even see and get the kind of picture, but yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful. Lovely how everything's matching.
Tomorrow
we're going to start building up the interior. Start with the pillars first, and then start making our way around everything else.
Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my
we'll do the sound deadening, we'll empty the car out, and then we'll hoover it, because obviously there's a lot of mess everywhere, and I obviously don't want to put a nice fresh interior in on a dirty carpet. So we'll do that first, then we'll put the door cards in.
But I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh.
Car is starting to look like a car coming together. Door cards are built up on both sides, and then I've kind of cleaned all this section, and then the footwell in this area. Now we can put the Corrado seats in. When we sit the Corrado seats in, we'll have an idea of how much gap we have until this trim and the door card and the side of the seat on both sides, and then obviously at the bottom as well. So we're going to use this foam, and then we're going to sandwich it on top of each other, and then kind of cut out a nice little insert. But first, we need to chuck Corrado seats in. Let's see what James has got to say. Come on, pick up. I know you're working, but James.
Now then.
Do you want to see the rear seats?
Go on. Oh, wow. I take it the bolts came this morning then, yeah?
Yeah, I got them through this morning. I was, oh, thank God, because they were weird bolts.
They are weird little... Oh, man, does not look good.
Phenomenal, lad.
You're
And
happy, yeah?
Yeah, there's not much of a gap that needs to fill in, to be fair. You could probably get away with it for today's show, but...
Yeah.
But I'm going to try
yeah,
and
like
have
I
a
was
look.
saying, something like that armrest that kind of flows with the way the door card is, I think, could work really well in there.
Yeah.
Like a bolster that kind of is almost squared off. It kind of ties in with the edge of the door card.
Yeah,
on
like this
also
as
your
well.
armrest.
Like it flows with the seat, like it's
Yeah,
like some
yeah,
of that
that's
design.
it. Wait, yeah, exactly that.
Ooh,
Oh, man.
headliner's done.
Mm-hmm. Oh, bro.
It's starting to be a car. This back end now is a full car. Obviously in the picture it's hard for you to kind of, it don't really do it justice.
No, I've seen that car enough to know how that's looking.
Yeah. But the seats sit pretty well actually. It's like, I mean, I don't think the bottom frame there's much difference in them. They obviously sit lower anyway.
Yeah, they clip in, and once
Yeah.
they're in, and that's, yeah, works a treat.
Beautiful, mate. Right, I'll let you crack on, mate, and I'll speak to you in a bit.
Yeah, thanks, bro. That was good timing because I've literally just laid a coat on. I was having a break waiting to go back into the smell, so that's brilliant.
All right, mate. I'll speak to you soon anyway.
All right.
See you later, mate.
See you later.
Well, there you go, guys. That is one of the builders himself. We showed him the seats. He's very happy with it. In fact, let's have a little seat test. Oh! I don't want to drive it. Oh my God. It sits low. Like, I'm not a tall person, but normally you sit quite high in the back. Wow. Wow. At the front we're still not complete, but at the back everything up to the B pillar is complete. Is there anything I need to do in the boot? No, I've hoovered it, tidied that up, everything up to this point. We obviously now everything is all put in and seated. Apologies for the lighting, guys. My fucking torch is wearing out. Now everything is fitted how it should, I'm going to start making my measurements in the sides to kind of fill up this gap and see what we can do with it. But either way, guys, I'm going to have a couple of minutes. Oh, there's armrest! I want to see it in here. And then we've got a little pole. Ah, we've got a little storage here. Need to figure out, guys, put in the comments down below, what do you think we should put here? Now bear in mind, obviously this bit has to go in as well, so mate, we also sewed in the zip. On the original Corrado seats it comes with a warning triangle, and it's not in there at the minute, but I sewed in a zip anyway, so if I do get hold of one, zip, and then you can get access to whatever I want to put in there, umbrella or some crap, I don't know. Either way, let's crack on and I will show you some more progress, guys. Recap, all the rear end has been done, and then we've just been spending the past, I don't even know what the time is anymore, it's late, just creating these inserts. They look pretty damn decent. And it's not too bad to install. 2 foam pads each side, pull straight out. Everything up to the B pillar is complete. Right guys, it is now the final day, the day before the car show, and this is the do or die. So we have a list that we still have to do. Next thing on the list, we have the center console. So I may or may not have spoken to you about it already, but if I haven't, here it is. So this is a Votex center console replica. This one's been 3D printed, and the good thing about it is it gives you extra functionality. So the original is like that. This one is the driver. Normally there's a window switch panel here, and then here is obviously your ashtray. This is like an extension piece and gives you an extra layer. Normally people put cup holders, gauges, window switchers, whatever you want, anything in these single DIN areas. They could even put the stereo in, and I thought it's cheap, it's there. And I also saw this airlift controller insert for the Votex console, and I thought it was absolutely perfect, because we was drawing up plans when we first had the air ride to make a bracket and put it here, and it just didn't look like it flowed well. It didn't look like it was supposed to be there, but that does. And the good thing about the controller is normally it's like that, like an iPad, like a phone, but you can alter the display, so now it displays vertical. Do what we do with most stuff, we'll just spend a few minutes thinking about it. It might be better to take it all out, and then I've got more access to stuff, and then figure out how I'm going to do it. Right guys, oh my god, that looks good. I've wanted a Vertex console ever since I first bought my Mk2 back in 2014. As you will see, I've just put the electric window switches in. Obviously the car doesn't have electric windows, but that's how the setup's going to be, so I just thought I may as well put them in, and then when I get the wire in, all I need to do is literally plug it in the back. I've just cycled the ignition before I put it in, and the airlift works. Let's just double check again. There we go. There we go. So, oh, don't do that. But yeah, now we know that works, this works, and then we've put the cigarette lighter in, and that, well, it worked before, but I can't be bothered to check. It's a massive shame I didn't have time to do the dash, but it just leaves us stuff to do in the future. That's the thing with project cars as well, is you want to always have something to do. If you do everything, people get bored and then they end up selling them. So I've got to do that, I've got to do the steering wheel and then the cowling, and then that's pretty much the entire interior is done. Now we're going to do the sound deadening on the front doors so we can put the front door cards in. I'm going to show you how the sound deadening is going to act on the outside of the car. It's like a high-pitched, tinny noise. Both front doors have now been sound deadened, whatever you want to call it. Now we can put the door cards in. Before we put the door cards in, we need to put the speakers on. There are 6.5, it says 5-inch there, I think Mk3 is 6.5. 5-inch component speaker. You've got tweeters as well that can go in the dashboard. I've seen a lot of people run them there. I'm going to leave them off for now because there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can either put them on the A-pillar or replace where the old dashboard tweeter is. So I'm going to leave them off for now. It's not a necessity. It's nice to have speakers on, and obviously when we put the door cards on, it's nice to have it all put in before that. So yeah, we're just going to chuck them on, these inserts, attach them to that. We just need to cut a couple of wires. Job done. Front seat is now installed. Was a little bit of a faff because obviously we've got seat to the runner to the bracket, then in the car. So the way I did it is I bolted the runner to the seat and bolted the runner to the bracket and then fitted it all as you would. And it sits pretty decent. I'm quite happy with how they are. The reason why the driver's seat isn't in is because when we took the car back home, Ben put them all on in his T5. So later on today, I'm going to go up, pick up the seat bracket, then I can put it on the trimmed seat, put that in the driver's seat. I'm good to go. In the meantime, we're going to do something fun. It's been a lot of hard graft and stress. Been extremely stressed, I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's been stressful. There's just so much stuff to do. But anyway, we've got the heck blend to put on. So we're going to take this plate off, put the heck blend on, put the press plates on, and then we're going to give you a little before and after. going to leave it on for after the show. I'm going to kind of get used to it and see what I think from that. I haven't made any permanent fixtures from the heck blend to the tailgate, because in case I was to remove it, I've just used some 3M double-sided tape, and then there's 2 screws holding the heck blend in at the back, in the middle, and then we've just sticked the number plate on. I've used this before. In fact, I've used cheap double-sided adhesive, and it's held up on the Golf Estate. This is 3M. This is a good brand, so I know that that's solid. There's 2 things I completely forgot. The 2 underneath trims for the passenger side and the driver's side. We're going to put them in. We've just put the mirror blanks in. They look pretty good. So just need to do these 2. Yes, I've been working the entire day. Everything hurts, and we've not finished yet. The last piece of the puzzle is the driver's seat. So without this, we literally can't take it to the show. I've just done the Corrado rear bench, so that's all sorted. The last thing to do is swap these frames over to the new retrim seats, chuck it on the frames, and put it in the car. I'm over it. I'm over the car, and I'm over this bloody show. So let's get it chucked on. The seat is now in. It's pretty much where I'm comfortable. Clutch feels good, and I'd say I'm in a decent driving position. Obviously, until I drive tomorrow, we'll never have a good idea, but it doesn't sit too high, it doesn't sit too low. Get the car back in, and then come the morning, make our way to Ultimate Dubs, guys.
1 pair of pants later.
Good morning, guys. It is Ultimate Dubs day, and it's raining. It's absolutely wailing it down, but we are British, and we are known to have the most shite weather in existence. Anyway, car is it's amazing. It's driving really well. The Recaros sit really nice. They hold you in really well. They're very comfortable. We've got the Vertex center console in, so we can easily see our airlift pressures and all that stuff. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I can't believe we've finished this up at 10 o'clock the night before. I am absolutely knackered. I've still got pains in my back from all the work yesterday, but it's Ultimate Dubs Day, people, so we're going to be meeting up with some of the guys on the club stand at the hotel, and then we're going to be convoying into the show. I'm hoping the rain is going to start so we can wipe the cars down and park them up, but we'll see, guys. Anyway, enjoy the vlog. We've made it. There is literally no point on cleaning the car because it's literally British weather. Just had a nice couple come over and have a little chat. Getting some really good compliments with the car so far, so yeah, I'm very happy how it sits right now. I know you guys haven't saw the interior as well. In it, I'm tired to. But yeah, mad. Oh dear me, guys. Oh, what a show today. Ruined by the weather, but we're still here, we're still smiling. Honestly, for the first hour or so, we just spent talking to people asking about the interior. It seemed to have a really good reception. So it makes me excited to get these wheels done and get them put on the car, because that's just what's letting the outside down just that little bit. But yeah, we're still on the Mk2 club stand. There's only about 4 or 5 of us left. I've got my sister coming. She hasn't saw the car, so it'd be good to see what she thinks. And yeah, we're just going to chill out. I don't think I'm going to do many cinematics or anything like that, because generally you guys prefer seeing builds, so we'll see. Right guys, we are back home. I had a really good time at Ultimate Dubs. I didn't want to be walking around with the camera too much. Honestly, the car got such a good reception. It's put me in a fantastic mood. So a lot of people were coming up to me, looking in the interior, saying, oh yeah, that's really good, the car looks really nice, blah blah blah. And it was just a nice little confidence booster. So overall, Ultimate Dubs was a great success. Had it not been for the weather, it would have been 10 out of 10. I've just given the car a quick wash, despite it being raining, but there was a lot of kicked up dirt on it. What I'm going to do is give it a quick dry off camera, and then I'm going to see you guys next week for another vlog. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Give it a like and subscribe, and we'll see you then. Peace.